In the previous exercise, I showed you where you could add scripts to your objects and the stage and even the timeline in Edge. In this exercise, we're going to put that to work. And what I've done here is I've created a little bit of a slideshow. And you can see that as I scrub across, these are just images that I took around a visit to Granville Island in British Columbia a couple of years back. And they fade in, fade out, and they're on screen for about a second. You notice I've got scripts on the buttons. There's the right button, there's the left button, there, and there. You can see that I've got timeline actions here. And the timeline actions are really simple. If you just click the diamond, it's just a straight stop action. So basically what's going to happen is the timeline is going to hit that action right there, or the playhead's going to hit that action right there and stop dead. At that point, I have the opportunity of either clicking the forward arrow or the back arrow. Now let's take a look at the scripts on the forward arrow, which is the right button. If I click the script, you can see that in the script panel, there's a play action that's attached to click, and when I mouse over, I get the cursor change when I'm in the browser. Now to go backwards is kind of neat because I'm going to be stopping, say, at this point in the timeline, and I want to go backwards to the previous picture. So let's just go to this one here, and if I click the image and then open the script, you'll notice that I used play reverse, which is right here, play in reverse. So I just click that, and what it will do is go backwards. And again, there's the mouse over, which makes the button come to life. Now, if I test it in the browser, you'll see how all this works. So I open up the browser. There we are. There's the text. Let's look at the first image. Notice it fades in. There's that stop action. There's the forward, the play action. And if I want to go backwards, here's the reverse. I'm just going to quit the browser here. Now, assembling this was really dead simple. One of the great things about working with Edge is that they make it as easy as possible for you to apply actions and transitions and things like that. For example, you notice these transitions are all essentially the same. And what you can do is you can actually hold down the Shift key, select transitions, and then just copy them, and then just go to your point in the timeline and paste, and that transition will be pasted right where the playhead is located. The other thing that you can do is you can copy these little keyframes. For instance, if I copy this one, edit, copy, and I come over here and just edit, paste, you notice that the action is put into play as well. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. Now the interface itself was dead simple to create. What I did was I opened it up in Fireworks, or created the whole thing in Fireworks right here. Took the entire project, or the entire page, converted it to a Ping 32 image with transparency so I can see through everything. And then using the layers feature, just put everything on its own layer. Now the really cool thing about working with layers in Fireworks is that they can all be exported individually. So all I did basically was go to File, Export, and I just chose Layers to Files and clicked the Export button, and they all went into the FW Export folder. Let's go back to Edge. And then what I did in Edge was I just imported them one at a time, and you'll notice I locked the background layer so I don't have anything going crazy here, that I don't select the background. The other thing I did was I took the screen front and I moved it. Now another thing that you can do here, and not a lot of people are aware of this, is you can actually move layers around. So if I want to move that layer, the screen front above the background, all I got to do is just change its position in the element panel. I'm going to put it back. The other thing I like to do, by the way, is to actually not have the elements panel over here. I find that moving between the two is always just ugh. So what I usually do is I just pull the elements panel to here, and now I've got all my elements and my timeline in one place. So there you go. There's how you can quickly code up a project that uses simple interactivity, just buttons. As I showed you, you can apply the script to the button and you can put events on it. I'm using click and mouse over events. The mouse over is used to change the cursor. And I've also got stop actions on the timeline. So if I double click one of these keyframes, so there's the stop action. And again, as I pointed out, you don't necessarily have to go with the snippets that are built into the application here. If you want to write your own code, knock yourself out. This is a script editor where you can enter it.